Welcome to our channel, where we bring you the truth about the issues that matter. Today, we're going to explore a hot topic: ESG, or environmental, social, and governance. You might have heard about it, but did you know it could lead us down the path of a social credit score system? Or could it be the key to a more sustainable and equitable future? Let's find out together. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on our latest content. Before we dive in, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you for or against ESG? Drop a comment below to let us know to help spark a discussion. The rise of ESG. First, let's talk about what ESG is. It stands for Environmental, Social, and Governance, and it's a set of criteria that investors use to evaluate companies. In principle, it's a noble idea. We all want clean air, fair labor practices, and ethical management, right? But as with any system, there are potential downsides. Today, we'll explore both the positive and negative aspects of ESG and its potential impact on our society. Buckle up, folks, because we're diving deep. The potential benefits of ESG. Let's start with the positives. ESG investing has gained popularity as more people want to put their money where their values are. You know, like investing in a solar-powered unicorn farm. Haha, but seriously, by focusing on companies with strong ESG performance, investors hope to promote sustainable business practices, social equity, and transparent governance. Sounds like a win-win, right? ESG investing also has the potential to generate better long-term returns. Companies that prioritize these factors may be better equipped to handle future challenges and risks, like Captain Planet saving the day. The dark side of ESG, a social credit system in the making? Now, let's talk about the potential negatives of ESG. Some critics argue that it could lead us down the path of a social credit score system, similar to what we see in countries like China. How, you ask? Well, by using ESG criteria to evaluate companies, it's possible that these same principles could eventually be applied to individuals. Imagine a world where your job opportunities, credit scores, and even your social interactions could be influenced by your ESG ratings. This has the potential to create a society where individuals are rewarded or punished based on their adherence to certain values, which could stifle free expression and create a culture of conformity. Sounds like the plot of a Black Mirror episode, doesn't it? Who could imagine the government using a tool like this for political gain? We all trust politicians, right? Real-life examples of ESG in action. To give you a better understanding, let's look at some real-life examples of how ESG is playing out today. Example 1. A major bank recently decided to stop providing loans to companies that don't meet their ESG criteria. This move has been praised for promoting environmentally friendly industries but criticized for potentially harming the economy by cutting funding to traditional energy sectors. Talk about a double-edged sword. Example 2. A well-known investment company has been pressuring CEOs to prioritize ESG goals, even if it means sacrificing short-term shareholder value. This has sparked debate over the balance between long-term sustainability and immediate profits. It's like choosing between saving for retirement and buying that shiny new gadget you've been eyeing. Tough choices. Example 3. Some cities are now integrating ESG factors into their decision-making processes for awarding contracts and permits. While this can lead to more sustainable urban development, it could also limit the opportunities for small businesses that may not have the resources to meet strict ESG requirements. Example 4. Social media platforms have started to use ESG-like criteria to monitor and potentially censor content that they deem harmful or offensive. While this might protect users from malicious content, it could also stifle free speech and encourage self-censorship. Striking the right balance. So, how do we strike the right balance between promoting sustainability and fairness while avoiding a social credit score system? The answer isn't simple, but it begins with an open dialogue and a critical examination of the potential consequences of ESG. As everyday Americans, we should stay informed about ESG developments and engage in discussions about its potential impact on our society. We can encourage businesses to adopt sustainable practices while safeguarding individual rights and freedoms. After all, we don't want to end up living in a world where our ESG scores determine our entire lives. That'd be like living in a constant game of Simon Says, and nobody wants that. How to get involved and make a difference? So, you might be wondering, how can I get involved and make a difference? Here are a few steps you can take. Stay informed. Follow the news on ESG-related topics and educate yourself on the potential consequences and benefits. Join the conversation. Participate in online forums, attend community meetings, or write to your local representatives about ESG and its potential impact on society. Be a conscious consumer. Support businesses that align with your values. Advocate for transparency. Encourage companies and policymakers to be transparent about their ESG policies and decision-making processes. Together, we can help shape a future that balances sustainability, fairness, and individual freedoms. Conclusion. So there you have it, folks, a deep dive into ESG and its potential implications on our society. Remember to let us know your thoughts by commenting if you're for or against ESG. Thanks for participating, and remember, this conversation doesn't end here. Keep discussing, stay informed, and together, we can shape a future that balances sustainability and individual freedom. That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to give us a thumbs up, and share this video with your friends and family. Until next time, stay curious and keep asking questions.